Why does it sometimes feel like everything's a priority? In our quest to get everything done, it can easily feel like that. It can easily feel like everything's a priority. In fact, most leaders have a difficult time sorting their list of priorities. Today, I'm going to share a lightweight process to sort your overflowing to-do list. Let's dive in. We as business leaders have a tendency to convince ourselves that everything requires our attention. This is simply not true. Everything is not a priority, and you know what? All priorities are not created equal. I want you to time travel to the end of the week. It's Friday. You had an absolutely great week. Why? Because you had time to work on and accomplish your most important priorities. I call these my big rocks. Now, I want you to just imagine that feeling, and then I want you to imagine if every week felt like this. I know what you're thinking, that's impossible. Here's the truth. It's not. See, it's easy to bitch and complain that you have too much to do. It's harder to actually do something about it. While everything may feel like a priority, you have to challenge yourself to filter your overflowing to-do list and prioritize those things that matter most. Filtering and prioritizing are two distinct processes. Most people have a difficult time sorting their list of priorities. There are two reasons for this. One, they don't have a process for filtering their to-do list. And two, they struggle to determine what their priorities are in the first place, right? Today, I want to help you address the first of the two challenges. I want to help you create a filtering process. I want to help you examine all the things vying for your attention and help you see them from a completely different perspective. I want to help you see past that initial temptation to view everything as a priority. And I'm going to share with you a lightweight process that I leverage on a weekly basis to sort my to-do list. I call it the 4D filter, and it's an integral part of my Power Week Power Life system. Let me provide a quick overview. Okay, the first D of a 4D filter stands for dump. Review your to-do list and see what you can dump. What unnecessary tasks can you eliminate so you can focus on what's really important? See, most people struggle with dumping tasks. I'm confident there's a ton of stuff on your windshield that isn't necessary. Learning to say no is a skill every leader must practice. The more you practice saying no, you know what? The more comfortable you become by doing that. The second D of the 4D filter stands for defer. Some tasks are important, but you know what? They're not the highest priority this week. Some tasks feel more urgent or important than they actually are. I want you to review your to-do list and identify the lower priority tasks that can simply wait. Does a specific task have to get done this week? If not, cross it off your list, get it off your windshield, and reprioritize it for later. It's okay to delay certain tasks. The third D of the 4D filter stands for delegate. If someone can perform a task on your list at least 2/3 as well as you can, delegate it. But delegate not only the task, but the responsibility of the task. Who's the best person you can delegate a specific task to? Start by filtering your to-do list with what you can dump, delegate, and defer. That's a quick check down. And the fourth D, as it comes through that filter, stands for do. What remains is a list of tasks that require your attention this week. Try this. Examine everything you tell yourself you have to do. Does every task have to get done today or even this week? Can some tasks be reprioritized for later? Can you delegate a certain task to someone else? Can other tasks be eliminated altogether? These are just a few quick questions I ask myself on a weekly basis. It's not hard, right? The key here is don't mistake activity for achievement. You have a responsibility to ensure the most important stuff moves forward. And the only way to do that is if you develop a system to filter the tasks that you're working on. I use this 4D filter as my initial pass when I'm sitting down to create my weekly flight plan for the week ahead. The 4D filter is just one of a bunch of tools within my Power Week Power Life system where I teach others how to get the right stuff done in less time so they can free up time for themselves without feeling like they have to work harder, run faster, and do more. Everyone at every level, right, needs to develop the ability to filter and prioritize their overflowing to-do lists. Yet many have not yet mastered this skill. This is a skill that every leader needs to master. If you want help, I encourage you to follow the link in the description for my Power Week Power Relay system. I've documented every step and how I filter and prioritize multiple competing priorities, how I set boundaries, how I schedule meetings, how I delegate tasks, and how I protect and refuel my energy to stay productive throughout the week. I even created worksheets, cheat sheets, how-to guides, and a ton of tools. And I also attempted to address questions I get all the time. One of the most common ones I get is like, hey, how do I get back on track when I get off track? Because we all know it's going to happen. I will unlock all the training materials immediately when you sign up for our next implementation bootcamp. This will give you an opportunity to begin implementing some of the things we're talking about, some of the tools and frameworks that I have in the system. You can then bring your specific questions to our implementation bootcamp, which is like a 4-week bootcamp where I'll personally help you create a system that works for you. For more details, follow the link in the description. Okay, if you like what I shared today, if you got some kind of golden nugget, if you got an aha moment, right? Do me a favor, just give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and comment below. And whatever you do, subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away, just one idea. We'll talk to you soon.